Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Andre Drummond is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's George. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2. And for the Knicks, we've got Anunoby. Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the center, filling out the middle. And Greg, these are two of the more stacked teams when you look at their depth. Sometimes that can be a challenge for a coaching staff.
No doubt about it. Anytime you've got to divvy up minutes, somebody's going to be unhappy. But you need a deep roster if you want to contend.
We know they like having Brunson out there, Greg, a player they can run the entire offense through.
No doubt. And he can be trusted on to take the keys and just run things effectively. He keeps mistakes to a minimum, and he's a solid creator for his teammates.
First free throw is good.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
And both free throws good for Brunson. When you look at this Knicks roster, Greg, this is a team that feels it can make a deep playoff push.
And they have their stars. They have tons of young talent. Developing that talent and adding a piece or two should get them where they want to go.
Passes it to Towns. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, great feed there by Jalen Brunson, a terrific facilitator.
Here's Max. 4-0. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
That sudden move off the pick, Maxey, is tough to stay with defensively.
Now here's Brunson. Bridges passes to Anunoby. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Knicks out front, up 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Achua is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's McBride in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Oh, great feed by Lowry. He'd rather pick up an assist than score a bucket.
Here's New York. Here's McBride. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
29 seconds left in the first half. Outside, George. There's the feed to Embiid. This is where Embiid wants the ball.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Here's McBride. Pass to Towns. 1 second left. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Embiid with no problem getting in your grill defensively.
It's a tie game in New York. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
And see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. Hey, big fella, what's your take on New York so far?
Hard to feel happy when your opponent shooting almost 60%.
That's all for now. Say good.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's Maxey. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. George is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2. Maxey's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Bridges. And Embiid pulls it down.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Here's Grimes. Maxey looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, George. It's good from long range.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. 76ers lead by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Achua is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Cameron Payne. Then there's Toppin. And it's McBride in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Maxey got it.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I can sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this squad.
New York calls timeout. They're down by 3. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. While we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now let's go out there and do just that. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Solid at the line. We'll see if the late game pressure affects Max.
At the line, 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
The thing you love about Maxey is that he always has a smile when he's out there. He's enjoying himself, and he embraces the challenge that the game presents.
Towns, he's checked in for a chewer. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Philadelphia.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Tyrese Maxey.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Feeds to Towns. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Every year he's a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. His instincts, that's what makes Embiid outstanding. And his awareness of when to go for the block.
There's 18 seconds left in the game. Anunoby against Oubre. Towns for 3. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Here's Towns. 4 on the shot clock. A three-pointer, no good. And an intentional foul right there.
Mikal Bridges. First personal foul. Second team foul. Tyrese Maxey at the line. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. So the 76ers win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance lane, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.